The day I stopped chasing everyone. There comes a moment in every person's life when everything changes, not because the world suddenly becomes kinder, not because people finally understand you, and not because life suddenly becomes easier. Everything changes the moment you decide that your peace is more valuable than your pain. For years, I believed that happiness lived somewhere outside of me. I thought that if I worked harder, people would appreciate me. If I loved more, people would stay. If I sacrificed enough, someone would finally choose me. But life has a strange way of teaching lessons that no book, no teacher, and no friend can ever explain. Sometimes those lessons arrive through heartbreak, sometimes through disappointment, sometimes through silence, and sometimes through watching the people you trusted slowly become strangers. Those moments hurt. They leave scars that nobody else can see. But looking back now, I realized those painful moments were not destroying me. They were introducing me to myself. For years, I kept asking the wrong question. Why did they leave? Why didn't they love me? What did I do wrong? But one day, everything changed when I asked a different question. What if my happiness was never supposed to depend on someone else? That single question changed the direction of my entire life. I realized that I had spent years chasing people who were running away, trying to convince people to see my value, trying to earn love that should have been freely given, trying to hold together relationships that only I was fighting to save. The truth is, love should never feel like begging. Friendship should never feel like competition. Respect should never have to be earned by sacrificing your dignity. The moment I understood this, I stopped running. I stopped explaining myself to people who had already decided not to understand me. I stopped forcing conversations. I stopped chasing attention, and something incredible happened. The silence that once terrified me became my greatest teacher. For the first time in my life, I sat alone without feeling lonely. I learned that solitude is not loneliness. Solitude is where you meet the strongest version of yourself. I began rebuilding my life from the inside out. Not by changing the world, but by changing the way I looked at it. I started protecting my time because time is life. I started protecting my energy because not everyone deserves access to your heart. I started protecting my peace because peace is more expensive than success. Money can be earned again. Opportunities can return. But a peaceful heart is priceless. One of the hardest lessons I ever learned is that not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. Some people are lessons, some people are blessings, and some people simply reveal the strength you never knew you had. When someone walks away, let them. When someone chooses another path, bless them and continue yours. Because what is truly meant for you will never require you to lose yourself to keep it. Never confuse attachment with love. Attachment says, I need you to survive. Love says, I want the best for you even if life takes us in different directions. Real strength is not holding on. Real strength is knowing when to let go with grace. The greatest victory is not proving your worth to the world. The greatest victory is realizing that your worth never depended on the world's opinion in the first place. From that day forward, I made myself a promise. I would never abandon myself just to make someone else comfortable. I would never trade my peace for temporary approval. I would never chase people who were comfortable watching me run after them. Instead, I would chase wisdom. I would chase purpose. I would chase becoming the person that Allah created me to be. Because when your relationship with your Creator becomes stronger, your dependence on people's approval becomes weaker. The world may reject you, people may misunderstand you, some may leave without explanation, but Allah never leaves those who sincerely turn to Him. Every closed door carries a hidden lesson, every delay carries hidden wisdom, every heartbreak carries the seed of a stronger heart. So today, if you are tired, stop running. If you are exhausted, stop proving yourself. If your heart is broken, start healing yourself instead of chasing the people who broke it. One day you will look back and realize that losing certain people was actually the moment you found yourself, and that is one of the greatest blessings life can ever give. May Allah fill your heart with peace that no disappointment can steal, wisdom that no confusion can shake, and faith that no hardship can break. Thank you for listening.